to some things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expected, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. You know I'm talking about y'all. It's me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. Happy Saturday to everyone. How you guys doing? Hope you had a great day. Shout out to Sweet Pea and Miss Introvert. We hung out a little bit today. It was a great day. Y'all have had a long day though. I'm tired. And I wasn't going to go live because I was just going to enjoy the rest of my evening because I have a long day tomorrow as well. But I felt like I had some things. Thank you, Dr. Mac. Dr. Mac, I need your address. I'm so glad you dropped down. Your box is in my trunk, and it's been in my trunk for a week. I can't find the email you sent me where you sent me your address, so please send it to me today so it's on the top of my emails, and I will go to the post office Monday. When I'm out running errands Monday, I'm going to go to the post office. So my apologies. Your box is I literally went to the post office and was scrolling through my phone and was like, I can't find the email. Like I literally sat in the post office for about 20 minutes trying to find your email. So please send me your email, please. And your box will be in the mail on Monday. Everybody else has received their stuff. So I wasn't going, okay, no problem. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Because maybe I'm tired. I was up at 7 o'clock this morning. I went to the hairdresser. Then I went over to Martha's. If you live in the area, I went over to Martha's Table over in Southeast. They had a women's summit today. One of my business sisters was speaking there. One of my business sisters curated the event. So I went over there to support them. And I had a great day. And then I ran over to I had to sidestep the No Kings March because all the streets was getting shut down and get to the harbor and hung out with Sweet Pea and her sister. Remember, you guys, they weren't able to get out their house to meet us for the candle event. So we went and we bought some candles and we had lunch. And then I came home and I did Beyond the Gates. And while I was on my way home, Tracy, y'all know, my showrunner, Tracy, was the first person to send me the information about Miss Chili. Okay. Then I saw Nick Cannon. Yesterday, I saw some stuff from Swalee and from Waka Flocka. So let's just go ahead and talk about all of it. And let me start at the beginning and work. Let me start at the very, very beginning. Well, first of all, let me start here. I went back. We were talking about Mint Condition the other day. And I told y'all one of my favorite songs of all time is What Kind of Man Would I Be by Mint Condition. But then I went back and I listened to like my greatest hits of Mint Condition. That damn You Send Me Swinging, baby. I got to throw that in there. But anyway, okay. Why does Chili get a pass from you? Tell me why Chili gets a pass from you, Kim. I'm interested to hear that. What up, John? Jonathan. What's up, boo? Let me say this. People have a right to support whoever they want to support for whatever reason they want to support them. I want to be very clear in saying that, right? This is a free country. People have a right. So before somebody says, well, what's the problem? What's the big deal? Why is it an issue? I've said this a million times. I don't know how many different ways I can say it, but I'll continue to say it. This is not normal times that we are living in. We are literally talking about your moral compass, in my opinion. We are literally talking about your moral compass. We're literally talking about, this is not politics as normal, you guys. We are talking about people being alienated, disenfranchised, people being rounded up. Okay, thank you. I got it. I just saw the email pop up. People being disenfranchised, people literally being rounded up on the streets by gunpoint, being separated from their children for no other reason other than they look like they don't belong here. We're talking about college campuses, universities threatening to be sued, in some cases being sued because they dare to teach the truth and teach what's really going on. We're talking about schools being told to no longer teach about the bad things that happen in our history, right? These are not regular, oh, I disagree with the Republicans because they don't want to, they don't want to expand healthcare, right? This isn't normal politics as usual. This is, in my opinion, this is different. And so, yes, for me, being a Trump supporter and I'm not talking about a Republican. I've told y'all before, for me, there's a difference between MAGA and Trump. I mean, MAGA and Republican. Now, how you choose to move in it, that's on you. But I don't think that merely being a Republican makes you a bad person. I think being MAGA makes you a bad person. And I'm not going to change on that. My opinion. So I don't understand, and I will never understand. Oh, okay, Kim. Okay, boo. I will never understand being able to support this man, knowing that he's attacking Black and brown people and women. I don't get it. That's just me, though. So for me, it's a problem when I see a Black person supporting Trump. Yep. It's a problem for me. Now, do they have a right to do it? They sure do. Absolutely, they do. Well, yeah. Well, you know what, Xavier? And there's that. He's also a PDF file. He's also a convicted felon. He's also a racist. Like, again, we're not going to sugarcoat the shit. Thank you, Xavier. Absolutely. We're not going to sugarcoat this shit. This is beyond politics. And if anybody else had done what Donald Trump has done, they would have been impeached 20 times by now. Can you imagine Barack Obama tearing down the White House, part of the White House, without going through the proper procedure to do it? Can you imagine Joe Biden declaring war in another country without going through Congress? Like, we're not going to act like he's doing things that are in the normal realm of our lives. We're not going to pretend like this shit is normal. And anybody that can still sit by and support this, I have a problem. I have to question you. I have to just believe you're not a good person. Because I can't wrap my brain around the possibility that you're a good person, but you support this. It don't mesh. You can't be. And that's how I feel, and I'm not going to change how I feel. And that could be somebody in my family. That could be somebody at work. That could be somebody on the street. I ain't going to change how I feel. If I see somebody on the street talking about they voted for that, not only they voted for Trump, but they would do it again, they still, in this current day and time, support Trump, you're not a good person. And actually, I find you to be a dangerous person. A dangerous person. So let's rewind. Let's start at the beginning. Let's start at the bottom of this totem pole. And then we're going to move forward. Let's start at the bottom of this totem pole, okay? And what I mean, and listen, by no means are these the only people that are smiling in our face, but we know they support MAGA. Matter of fact, next week on Beyond the Gates, they're going to have Jennifer Holliday on there. And we know Jennifer Holliday is MAGA, supports Trump. I'm not going to call the woman MAGA. I don't know. But we know she donated to Trump. She supports Trump. and we know she just got the congressional medal, the John F. Kennedy award, and she supports Trump, and she's gonna be on Beyond the Gates next week, and I feel some kind of way about that if I'm being honest. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Y'all know I love Beyond the Gates, but I feel some kind of way about that. But let's get into it. So, my bad. Y'all see what I was listening to, right? All right. So let's start with, and when I say bottom of the totem pole, because there's no surprise about Waka Flocka. He's been very clear that he's a Trump person. He's been a Trump person for a very long time. Him and his mother. That's why I was surprised when I saw that. And the Jasmine brand usually doesn't usually get like, but when they had this headline that Deb Atney was separating herself from Nicki Minaj because Minaj is Trump. First of all, Deb Atney been Trump. Number two, Deb Atney is no longer Nicki Minaj's manager and has not been for a very long time. So that whole headline, I didn't understand. Oh, I understand what you're saying, Mia, that you done with it. What about Gloria Gaynor? No, but Jennifer Holiday was as well. No, okay, so Gloria, you said Gloria Gaynor is the one that got the thing. But maybe Jennifer, okay, hold on, let me put a pin on that. I'm going to look that up in a minute. But I know Jennifer Holiday performed for Trump. And I know Jennifer Holiday has donated to Trump. But you're right. Gloria Gaynor is who I'm thinking about. You're absolutely correct. I'm going to correct myself in a second. Let me talk about Waka Flocka, and then I'll correct myself on Jennifer Holiday. Jennifer Holiday refused, but she sang it the first time though. No, Jennifer Holiday sang at the first inauguration. She didn't sing it this one because everybody was saying, why didn't nobody made a big deal about Jennifer Holiday singing, but everybody made a big deal about Chrisette Michele. I'm gonna check myself in a minute. Hold on, in Alexa, and if I gotta correct myself, I will. But I already got this stuff pulled up for Waka Flocka. So let me talk about Waka Flocka, and then because y'all know I don't want to be wrong. Waka Flocka said that Donald Trump's process might be harsh. But always ends with grace. I'm sticking with my president. That's a quote. I'm going to read it again. Donald Trump. Okay, I'm going to look it up. Donald Trump's process might be harsh, but always ends with grace. I'm sticking with my president. I'm sorry. What grace are we talking about, sir? What grace are you talking about? I'm sorry, his process might be harsh. Are you kidding me? But again, we've been on where Waka, we've been on where he stands, and again, he ain't changing it. The only reason why I'm bringing him up is because we having this whole conversation. Because other than that, I wouldn't even bringing him up because, I mean, child, we know what he giving. We know he's performed for Trump, all of the things. Okay, hold on. Okay. Thank you, and Alex. Thank you. I was wrong. I was thinking about Gloria Gaynor. So thank you for correcting me, because I definitely don't want to put that on nobody. And I really was thinking, why would they? So I apologize. She was supposed to perform like she said, but she pulled out. I thought she performed. So I apologize. I was wrong. Thank you. And I appreciate y'all for letting me know. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. And please, the people in the comments, if you put that in the comments, please delete your comment. Let me tell you, and I told y'all this, and I'm going to keep saying it until y'all understand. It is so fucking frustrating when I correct myself and it's all in the comments correcting me. I literally have corrected myself. I have literally apologized and said I was wrong. And I have literally given y'all the correct information. Please don't put it in the comments. If you are watching this on the replay and you are typing it, can you please delete it and untype? I really feel like sometimes y'all just want to tell me I'm wrong, even when I have corrected myself. It's like, do you know how annoying that is? Because I'm one of the people that read my comments. Do you know how annoying it is to read 5 comments telling me something that I have already fucking fixed? Anyway, moving right along. Waka is not educated, and his daddy said he likes the uneducated. They make up the majority of his base. Oh, wow. Trying to piss me off on purpose. I believe it. Listen, A Couple of Forevers was my song, and I have listened to it since Chrisette Michelle sang for that fool. Yeah, A Couple of Forevers is definitely my song. Yeah. Deb Atney grew up here in Jamaica, Queens, New York. She should know how Trump treated us. I wonder if she ever told her son how he and his family treated us as far as housing. He don't care. It's not really Nick Cannon, it's AI. We're going to get to that, Koale, in the concert. We're going to get to that. No, I appreciate it. Again, I don't want to be wrong, and I don't have a problem with people telling me that I'm wrong when I'm wrong. I just, it's the whole 20 people in the comments thing. But anyway, but thank you, because thank you, because I was thinking about Gloria Gaynor with the President's Award. I was thinking about Gloria Gaynor, which hurt me because y'all know, we know that I Will Survive. That's every woman's anthem. Shit. Now, this I came across, and I thought I would play it for y'all. I don't know this young man. I can only assume that that this young man is one of these YN rappers. Swalee opens up about telling people not to vote for Kamala Harris. So I'm going to let y'all hear what this educated young man had to say. Now, back during the election, he was telling people not to vote for Kamala Harris. So I'm gonna let y'all hear what he had to say.
It's gonna be if you feel like you changed your mind when it came to Kamala Harris, because you did once upon a time. You said, "Do not vote for Kamala. Do your research. It's not gonna end in your favor." Do you still feel that same way?
At the time, like, I had just seen some stuff that was like rubbed me the wrong way. I was just like, I ain't really agree with it, like, and everybody entitled to their own opinion for sure. But I didn't agree with like just bringing like sexual shit to the kids. You know what I'm saying? That shit, like, I don't agree with that. Like, it's like weird to me. So at the time, I was just really speaking about that. And like, Shotty was already in office with Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? I was like doing my research on the policies and like how is they helping people? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all was just in office. They ain't really help nobody. Joe Biden up there sleeping, following orders. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no politician really. It's rare for a politician to be for the people.
Our last question for you is going to be if you feel like.
So, first of all, you said you did your research, but you literally were like, I ain't like them bringing the sexual stuff to the kids. What sexual stuff did Joe Biden and Kamala Harris bring to the kids? Now, mind you, Trump is a whole PDF file, allegedly. But what sex stuff did they bring to the kids? Number 2, I mean, they ain't really do nothing. I did research on their policies and they ain't really do nothing. Then if you did research on their policies, you must have been doing your research on Truth Social, which is Trump's website. Because if you went to actual real congressional record, you would know that things were done under Joe Biden. Now, was Joe Biden a perfect president? No. Was Joe Biden the best president we've ever had? That's debatable. No. But what do you mean you did your research and they didn't do nothing? We're going to keep listening.
I ain't telling them to vote for nobody, but don't be blinded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Think you're getting something that you're not. Like, don't think you're at the ice cream shop when you're really at the shit factory. You know what I'm saying? You think it's going to be, you got to know what you're signing up for. It look good, but like the agendas that's being pushed, they not really right. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know what she backed by, and I don't want to get too political.
Yeah.
Basically, I ain't gonna lie. I shouldn't even say that though, for sure.
Yeah.
Because now you see what's going on with it.
Right.
And it's way worse.
Yeah. I'm definitely
You want
people a sense of relief.
run for president.
Swalee for president.
So you don't appreciate the policies and the people that she's being backed by, but you don't want to get too political. That's Swalee. I guess he's a rapper. No, he can't seem to speak in a complete sentence. Absolutely not. Now today, no, he can't seem. Oh Lord, I'm talking to my. I don't open up my own live. Now today, it came out that Chili from TLC has been donating to Trump. It says FEC records, which is the Federal Elections Commission, reportedly showed TLC Rosanda Chili Thomas sending handfuls of donations to President Donald Trump's campaign and other GOP colleagues. So let's be clear, it's not just Trump. She has donated to multiple MAGA politicians. It's not just Trump. Now, let me read y'all this. Now, so they posted, and I'm not doxing her because it doesn't have her address or anything on here. It just has her real name, and it says she lives in Stone Mountain, Georgia. So I don't want y'all to think I'm not putting any of her private information. But this is actually from the actual document. So you'll see it's her name. It says she lives in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Now, it does say here that her occupation is retired. Okay, girl. I guess you retired, honey. And then it starts showing the amounts that she has donated. Now, granted, none of these amounts are a lot. I think the largest one might be $180. However, it shows here that she donated to, I'm going to just read y'all what she's donated to. And this is small writing, okay? It's a whole list here. But she's donated to Win Red 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. She donated to Win Red. Okay. Then she donated to Trump National Committee 1, 2, 3 times to the Trump National Committee. And then she donated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times to Never Surrender Inc. Now, this is just this one sheet, so it may be more, but this is just this one sheet. And again, I'm just going to give you the amounts because the amounts are not a lot, but it is what it is. So she donated $3.50, $31.50, $31.50, $3.50. This $3.50 seems like some sort of subscription to something. I feel like maybe she has a subscription to one of these websites because that's what that sounds like. Then it was a $100 donation, a $90 donation, a $45 donation, a $50, another $50, another $45, another $47, $42, $180, $90, and then $81. Now, the largest donation on this particular sheet is $180, and that was to Win Red. What did Xavier say? You got Abby screaming in the chat. Hold on. What did Xavier say, child? What up, T.R.Me? Hey. I had seen you. I've been seeing Miss French Kiss. I was gonna ask her the other day. Where is T? Good to see you. Child, I'm trying to scroll up and see what crazy ass Xavier said, child. Oh, not only donating, she reposted memes. Oh yeah, we about to talk about that now. That's the next thing we're about to talk about. She also, on top of the donation, in case people are like, well, maybe that's not a big deal. So what? She donated. I want y'all to also see what she posted on her Instagram as well. She reposted this nasty story that alleges that Michelle Obama registered to vote as a man in 1994. She reposted this on her Instagram. In case y'all want me to show y'all, this is actually, y'all can see here. Let me screenshot it so y'all can see it. So that's, you see, that's her verified. And I know we can't always go by the verified check mark anymore. I understand that, but that's all we got. We got the verified check mark that's her Instagram, as you can see. And there it is, reposted on her Instagram. Abby said this just proves once again that all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Say it again for the people in the back. Go on and just... Now, right now, the people that's mad right now is In Vogue and Salt and Pepper. Because T-Ball's child, you know who you dealing with. You've been knowing her your whole life. You know who you dealing with. But right now, baby, the phone lines between In Vogue and Salt and Pepper are like this. Bitch. I know, right? Bitch. Did you see this shit? Bitch. Because, baby, they was about to go on that tour. That tour was about to be sold out at the very, even if it was going to be sold out, it was going to be full. Them venues was going to be full. But a lot of people, if you go back to them comments, baby, a lot of people are saying, oh, forget this concert. Oh, I wanted to go to the concert. Oh, people looking for refunds. I saw a couple of people say, oh, I'm going to refund. I don't want to go now. Baby, she just fucked all the money up. Baby, Chili just fucked all the church's money up. You hear me? Look at Jessica. I got tickets. Right, and here's the thing. You can still go to the show and enjoy the show. Like, at the end of the day, you bought the tickets. She ain't the only one on the venue. She's not the only one on the stage. I wouldn't, I ain't gonna tell nobody what to do with their money. Now, for me, if I already had tickets, I don't know. I would probably have to talk to the people that I'm going with and see what the consensus is of, like, what we're gonna do. But I'm damn sure not gonna buy a ticket. Like, now that I'm not doing, I think it was before that. I think this is who she is. Somebody said ever since Chili got with Matthew, she's become whitewashed. I think this is who she's been. I don't think she got whitewashed. I think that's who she is. Like Abby said, all skin folk and kinfolk. Just because she's dated black men in the past doesn't mean that she don't feel no kind of way about stuff. And she have different thought patterns on stuff. I bet you if we could go back, I bet you, because hindsight is always 20/20. I bet you if we go back and look at old interviews and stuff and find some sound clips, I bet you stuff was there. We just didn't see it that way at the time. We didn't read it that way. Hold on, let me put the comments up there. And I know you feel some kind of way, Jonathan, because I know how I know your situation and how much you love Salt and Pepper and your connection. So I know you feel some kind of way. Now I wonder if she can duck a shoe like Bush did. Don't do that. I used to love me some Left Eye, but I knew T-Boz was the most together of the three. Right. Right. I just texted my friend last night saying we should go. I double back today to say, never mind, child. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time. There you go. Her and Ursha both clicking down this week. Yeah. Yeah. They have the nerve to... couch in the names of Christianity. Child. Why did this come out right before they came on tour? It's funny. Well, I don't know. Oh Lord. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy done cussed me out, honey. Hold on. Let me go to my DMs. It goes down in the DMs. Hold on. Let me go over to the DM. Tracy done cussed me out and told me to go read my DMs. So, okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at, Tracy. What am I supposed to be looking at? Oh, you want Tracy? Go on somewhere. Talking about something. I want. Hey, busy. I was thinking about you earlier today. Where have you been, sir? Where have you been? Hold on. You know what, busy? I'm not doing this with you. Xavier Tracy wanted you to get your flowers, honey. So let me read you what you said. Tracy wanted me to know what you said. It says Chili's broke ass should still be paying Pebbles. How the fuck she got money to donate? Oh, my Xavier. Now, last but not least, because I'm not going to be before you long. I had a long day today and I have a long day tomorrow. A fun day, but a long day. Tomorrow's Palm Sunday. I'm going to church. I ain't told my mom I'm going to church. I'm going to surprise her tomorrow at church. But let's talk about Nick Cannon for a second. Hold on. Because I think Nick Cannon's comments are probably the most ignorant of them all. Yes, even more ignorant than Waka Flocka. So let's talk about it. So Nick Cannon says, where did I put it? Hold on. I'm going to find it. Give me a second. Nick Cannon said, because here's what I'm so sick of. Well, thank you, Brandon, for becoming a new member. Thank you. I'm so sick of, hold on. I'm so sick of people not understanding the real history. Thank you, Tracy. I just got it, babe. Thank you. The real history of understanding politics and the history of this country. I'm so sick of people just being like, well, you know, the Republicans freed the slaves. So Nick Cannon calls the Democratic Party the party of the KKK and says, I F with Trump. There's a quote. Let me read y'all this article. Nick Cannon let his politics be known on a recent episode of his web talk show, Big Drive, during which he called the Democratic Party the party of the KKK. After his guest, model Amber Rose... So we calling her a model now? That's what we calling Amber Rose? We calling her a model? Okay. After his guest, model Amber Rose said that Democrats don't care about people of color and the Republicans do. Cannon replied, I agree with you 100%. People don't know that the Democrats are the party of the KKK. People don't know that the Republicans are the party that freed the slaves. I mean, both you and I have some conservative views. You're just a little bit more outspoken than I am. And honestly, I don't subscribe to either party. I rock with W.E.B. Du Bois when he said there's no such thing as two parties. It's just one evil party with two different names. It's funny to me how people can take bits and pieces. You rock with W.E.B. Du Bois, then rock with all of what W.E.B. Du Bois stood for. Rock with all of what W.E.B. Du Bois stood for. Sir. When discussing Donald Trump's second term, Cannon enthusiastically said, motherfuckers cleaning house and doing what he said he was gonna do. We got the Gulf of America now, Cannon added. He's like the club. He's charging $5 million bottle service fee to get into the country. This motherfucker said we got the Gulf of America now. Like that's a real thing. You do know nobody outside of the United States recognizes that being the Gulf of America, right? You do understand that if you go to any other country in this world and look at a map, it's going to say the Gulf of Mexico. You do understand that, right? Excuse me. While factions of the Democratic Party were responsible for the rise of the Ku Klux Klan right after the Civil War, it's not widely believed that the entirety of the party endorsed the formation of a white supremacist group. Cannon was partially right about the history of the Republicans. The party was founded in the early 50s by anti-slavery activists in 1861. Abraham Lincoln, a member of the Republican Party, signed the Emancipation Proclamation and freed all slaves in non-union states. However, it wasn't until the House of Representatives passed the 13th Amendment in 1865, which was later ratified by a state majority, that slavery was abolished in the United States. This motherfucker said, I fucks with Trump. He just called it the Gulf of Mexico yesterday. Yeah, because his senile ass dementia ass don't even know he changed it, dummy. Really be Amber did model for Louis Vuitton and Tom Ford and was a Ford model. But now I don't know what's up with her and her train of thought. Now I'm in the Gulf of Mexico right now, eating my hands dirty, eating these crab legs from the Gulf of Mexico. Ciao. So let me say something. So Kim said, "Are we gonna boycott his shows too?" I mean, I don't. The only show that of Nick Cannon's that I watch The Masked Singer, but that's not his show. But I can live without it. I mean, I ain't gotta watch I don't have to watch it. I mean, to be honest, because honestly, I really just been fat. I really just I posted again. Busy. The chat's moving fast. I don't know where you wrote it. The parties never switch. That myth is pushed by the Democrats to try and erase all the bad shit they have done, and y'all bought it. The crazy part. First of all, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean the parties never switched? The parties absolutely switched. What the fuck are you talking about? American war heroes. I don't understand what you mean. The parties never switched. I know I got it, Sir James. We got it, baby. We got it. He must be behind in the chat. That was your comment about the hold on, busy. I never said anybody became Democrats. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Don't block War Heroes. I'm interested to see where this conversation is gonna go. Busy, I don't raise your hand if you know the party switched names and ideals in the past. Oh, okay. That's why everybody's raising their hand. I was wondering why everybody was raising their hand in the chat. You think him and Busy are talking to each other? Oh, okay, cool. So here's what I'm saying. Because you said name 5 Republicans that switched parties. That's not what we're saying. We're not saying that Republicans literally switched parties. What we're saying is that over time, the ideology of the parties changed over time. And that is what we're talking about. So if you really want to get into it, and Busy, if you want to come up, because I know politically you have an opinion as well. If you want to come up, let me know. I'll drop the link for you. But when we start, if we want to start at the Civil War, let's fucking start at the Civil War. Yes, Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. Yes, Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation. Yes, after the Civil War was over, Congress passed the 13th Amendment, right? Yes, the Ku Klux Klan was born out of the Civil War. Former Confederate soldiers started the Ku Klux Klan. And yes, nobody is saying that the Democratic Party doesn't have a strong history in racism, especially down south. Got it. Boom. Sir James, catch up, baby. You must be behind in the chat. Catch up, Sir James. We've already talked about it. See what I'm saying? So, fast forward to the New Deal is where you start seeing the evolution of the Republican and Democratic Party starting to switch places, because Franklin Delano Roosevelt was a Democrat. Franklin Delano Roosevelt came up with the New Deal, which was very much expansion of government, was very much socialist type programs such as Social Security and all of the other agencies that he put into place under the New Deal. That is where you started seeing a lot of Black people migrating to the Democratic Party, because a lot of his programs made life better for Democrats. For Black folk. You also saw his wife, who went on a poverty campaign, and she toured the United States, and she brought a lot of awareness through the office of the First Lady in programs that will help the poor in this country as well as minorities. So that is where you started seeing Black folks starting to say, well, wait a minute, why am I still supporting the Republican Party? Maybe I need to move over here to the Democratic Party. And that is where you started to see the evolution, which continued to slowly evolve, going into John F. Kennedy becoming president, who was a Democrat, who got a lot of credit, as well as Lyndon B. Johnson, who was a Dixiecrat, right? A Southern Democrat. And both of them got a lot of credit for the civil rights movement and moving legislation through Congress. And that is where you see the evolution. I never said that people specifically went from being a Republican to a Democrat. I said the parties over time evolved. And that is where you started to see the switch. Martin Luther King was a Republican. Hell. Nick just ignorant as hell. If the party switched, wouldn't there be Republicans that switched to Democrats and Democrats that switched to Republicans? I'm not entertaining him no more. Because now you're just being ignorant. Because I just explained it. Y'all about to have Really B pull out her whiteboard and give us homework. Who was questioning history on who was questioning the history teacher on history? What's up, DGB? Hey, boo. Exactly, Brandon. The makeup of the party started to shift over time. I'm not saying anybody just changed their parties. That's not what I'm saying. But and I'm not even saying it happened overnight. It gradually happened. Most of you all's grandparents were probably Republican if you ask them, Well, if you're in my age group, if you're young, probably not. But if you're in my age group, most of your grandparents were probably Republicans. I know most of my older family members, my aunt was a delegate. My aunt used to go to the Republican National Convention every 4 years. My aunt tried to get me. She was like, some of my cousins went to the Republican National Convention with her as, you know, part of her delegation. Like she introduced them to politics. My aunt was born in the 1920s. Actually, earlier than that, because she went to Howard she graduated from Howard in 1939, I think. So, I mean, my aunt was until the day she died. Until the day she died. Right. Gossip in the Garden said my great-grandpa. Right. Look at this. A lot of y'all grandparents, and again, if you're in my age group, were probably Republican. Like I said, Martin Luther King was Republican. We're not, you know, it was what it was. Oh, thank you, T. T said, let her cook. Thank you, boo. I mean, this is what the fuck I do. And I tell me and my kids have these conversations. But people take one piece of a story and they want us to justify how they feel about it. At the end of the day, let me tell you something. And I mean this with all this in my chest. I don't give a fuck if the Democrats did, you know, everything he said about the Democrats and the KKK and all of that. In 2026, Donald Trump is the devil. I don't care about none of that other shit. I don't give about none of that shit. Oh my God. So American war heroes they either they're intentionally misunderstanding or they're just stupid as fuck. So go ahead and block them. Because either you're trying to be combative or you're just stupid as fuck. Because I've been very clear in what I say and I've explained everything. So if you still don't understand what I'm saying, move forward. He said that because he want to bring up that Republicans gave women the right to vote. Busy, you fine? Busy, you are, baby, you are fine. I knew when I decided to talk about this conversation that, you know, it would be some things. I mean, and then, you know, people always want to say, well, we did this and we did that, and the Democrats and the Republicans and this and this and this and that. I honestly really don't care about none of that. If I'm being honest, I care about 2026 and where we are as a country right now and what's going on right now. That's what I care about. That's what I care about. And then Democrats gave us, then you're going to say that Republicans gave us the right to vote. Who was president when the 19th Amendment was passed? Just out of curiosity. I'll ask chat. Hold on. Who was president when the 19th Amendment was passed? Let me see if chat can tell me. So I'm asking chat 3 questions. I'm going to ask chat 3 questions. Question number 1, who was president? Mind you, I already know the answer to these questions, but you know, who was president when the 19th Amendment was passed? President Woodrow Wilson, was president. The 19th Amendment was ratified on August the 18th of 1920 during Wilson's presidency. So then I asked chat, well, what was the 19th Amendment? Because everybody might not know what the 19th Amendment was. I hope you're still here, war heroes listening. Hope you're still here listening. I might have blocked you too soon. But anyway, the 19th Amendment gave women the right to vote in the United States. So my third question was, what political party was Woodrow Wilson a part of? He was a Democrat. So again, if we want to start talking about what the Republicans did versus what the Democrats did, don't use women getting the right to vote as an example of what the Republicans did, because they didn't fucking do it. I mean, we're going to go by who was president. If we're going to go by who was president, just like y'all want to give Abraham Lincoln credit for freeing the slaves because he was the president, then let's go on and give Woodrow Wilson credit for giving women the right to vote because he was president. I mean, if that's how y'all want to play the game, let's play the game. Let's keep playing. You want to keep playing? Shouldn't have blocked you so fast. You want to keep playing? If we want to start playing Democrat versus Republican, who was president during when the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was passed? Oh, that was Lyndon B. Johnson, a Democrat. Oh. Okay. Now, Brown versus Board of Education was Dwight D. Eisenhower. He was a Republican. You see how we can keep playing this game? We can keep playing this game. But at the end of the day, all I care about is where we are today. I really don't care what political party Donald Trump belongs to. He needs to go. And anybody, let's take it back to the beginning of what I'm saying. Anybody that supports him, I got a problem. I'm side-eyeing. Hey, Monk Chip. Hey, boo. How you been, my love? That's one of my OGs right there. Monk Chip been around since day one. She one of my day ones. Delta Sigma Theta. Yep. Delta Sigma Theta marched in the women's suffrage march. I don't want to go too deep, but that was, well, you know. I don't want to go too deep into that, but you know. That's kind of how we got Delta Sigma Theta, but moving right along. At the end of the day got to end, and does this man reign of terror, right? You know what? He didn't really get on my nerves because, like I said, I just felt like he was just trying to be an agitator because what he was saying just didn't even make no damn sense. But if I'm going to talk, I'm going to talk. Absolutely, Omega Man. We're literally seeing how slavery can last so long because someone was always running and telling the master and was happy with Big Papa. Okay. Monk Chip said, you working hard and taking care of your mommy. I know you a hard worker. I'm glad to see you, boo. Baby, they took him out back, honey. And like I said, y'all know listen, I can play this game. And like I said, I knew when I came down here, people was going to have some things to say. You know, it's all good. But at the end of the day, again, people do what they're going to do. People feel how they feel and going to support who they want to support. I'm not here to tell anybody who they can and can't support or who they should or shouldn't support. What I am going to say, though, is if you support MAGA, I got a problem. Because because again, I've probably said this for the last 10 years, so I'm going to keep saying it. If you support Donald Trump, then what that tells me is that either you're a racist or racism isn't a deal breaker for you. And either way, you're not somebody I want to fuck with. Either you're a racist or racism and PDF is not a deal breaker for you. And either way, I can't fuck with you. That's it. That's all. You know? But it is what it is. How do I delete my comment? You cussed. It's okay. Kim, you're fine, baby. You're fine. Thank you. You fine, though. You fine. One comment ain't gonna kill it. We about to get off of here in a few minutes anyway, child. Listen, if this whole content, this whole subject of this video don't get the video flag, we be all right. You ready? Mia said, I didn't check my voter registration twice, honey. He's going to destroy the world in 48 months. And okay, I'm not reading that. Moving right along. I mean, Katrina, you feel how you feel. I'm not going to read that. All right. It's 293 of y'all in the chat. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget, we will be having an event on July the 18th here in the, okay. J12 said, don't play with me. The AKAs also marched. Okay. No disrespect. I don't mean, listen, I don't want no fights with the Akas. I don't want no fights with the Reds. Okay. No disrespect. None. I don't mean no disrespect. Don't come and get me. Don't come and get me. I don't mean no disrespect. I'm a widow. I have all my documents. I will not be denied. I know that's right, boo. I know that's right, boo. If it's liberal, Linda at the PTA, or contrarian, Keisha Owens, I'm going to sit with Linda in her wine club and Dancing with the Stars cup. Okay. Okay. I feel you. I feel you on that one. But the link to the tickets are in the chat. If you want to buy a ticket, by all means. If you are interested in going to Alaska, we are taking a cruise for Cruz's birthday. Miss Cruiser, one of my mods. We are going to Alaska in August of 2027. It is a 7-day cruise. So if you would like to join us, please let me know. I put the link in the chat. I'll drop it in the chat again. If you want to join us, click that link and send me the information. And we'll go from there. But I would love for all of y'all to join us, honey. We're gonna have a good time. Tracy, if you're going on a cruise, I don't know if you're planning to go or not, but if you're going on the cruise, Miss Cruiser already said that you are in charge of the bar crawl on the 19th, which is her actual birthday. So Tracy is on the cruise. Tracy is planning the cruise on the 19th. She will be doing the bar crawl on the 19th, and it'll be actually for Cruz's birthday. It'll be her actual birthday. So with that being said, I'm about to put the link in the chat now. The Deltas were never a social club. Oh, Lord, I'm not getting in that. All right, I'm going to let y'all talk. I ain't fighting with none of y'all. I ain't fighting. Listen, the Reds and the Akas, y'all can. I ain't in it. I ain't in it. I was just reading the comments. I ain't trying to start no fights in my chat. Y'all was both there. That's the link for the cruise. That's the link for the cruise. If you want to join us, please. The AKAs and Deltas are both invited to come on the cruise. They both invited. Y'all both can come. Y'all can both come. Wait a minute. Really be what was going on when we all put the black square on Facebook? My BFF is white and at first didn't want to take a stand. I told her if you do it, tells you when you. I don't know nothing about Facebook. I don't really be on Facebook, so I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know. I'm not really on Facebook. Yeah, I ain't listen. I ain't fighting with none of y'all. I'm not fighting. I ain't fighting. Listen, I'm stuck. Look, I'm on the Masonic side. I'm an OES sister. I'm standing over here with the stars. I'm standing over here with my stars. I ain't in it. Let me be quiet. I ain't got shit to say. Y'all not gonna put me in that. Yeah, I'm out. I'm over here. Look, hands up. Hands up. I got nothing. Nick, since you love Donald Trump so much, why don't you put on a cheerleader outfit you had on while you were dancing for one of your friends? Oh, wow. Whose wife coach? Oh, my goodness. Y'all got a lot going on. Anyway, so here's the best schedule I can give y'all is keep your notifications on. Y'all know I'm on spring break next week, which means I could go live at any point in time. But what I will do next week, we are going to get caught up on Ladies of London. I believe there are 4 episodes, so I'm going to do 2. I'm going to do 2 lives. I'm going to do episodes 1, 2, and 3. And then I'll do episodes 4 and 5 after episode 5 drops, I think, so we can get caught up. I really am enjoying the show. I just haven't had time to go live and talk about it. We will do Married to Medicine tomorrow night for part 2 of the finale. We're going to do that tomorrow night. For the other crews, okay, hold on, Philly John. Give me 2 seconds. I'll pull that up while I'm talking. So Married to Medicine will be tomorrow night. Y'all know the Real Housewives of Rhode Island premieres this week, so we're going to do that. And I will get caught up on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I honestly have not even watched the last 3 episodes. So let me watch the episodes and get caught up. And we may just have to do one live, or I may just break it up into 2 lives. But we'll get caught up this week. And Ebby and I are going to do a reaction to the Harry Potter trailer that's dropped. If I can get Ebby to give a fuck, we may actually, it's 5 episodes. Okay, so I'm going to do the first 3 and then the last 2. I'm going to break it up, Cheryl, because I've watched the first 3. So before I watch the next one, I'm going to do a live and talk about the first 3. I know my day tomorrow is locked and loaded. I don't even know what time I'm getting home tomorrow because I have plans. I'm probably not going to get home before 9 o'clock. So, I mean, 5, about 8, 9 o'clock because I have dinner reservations at 6. So I'm probably not going to get home before 9. So, and if, let me not promise Married to Medicine. Let's say question mark for Married to Medicine. But if I don't do Married to Medicine tomorrow, I'll do it Monday. What else is going on this week? And of course, we got to get ready for Bell Collector Birmingham is coming April the 10th. And the Real Housewives of Atlanta, April 11th or 12th, something like that, 11th. And y'all know the Whether You Like It or Not panel will be back on the 12th, right? So we got a lot going on the next couple of weeks. Like I was going to say, if I can get Ebby to give a fuck, me and Ebby may do Harry Potter as a review together when the show drops. I just don't know if I can get, y'all know Ebby. Y'all know. She cares about Harry Potter. That she gives a fuck about. But talking about it on a live, that's the part I don't know. But with that being said, you guys, that's what's going on. So if I don't see y'all tomorrow, y'all gonna get sick of me this week, okay? You know what hurts me when these overweight, big mouth, blonde, wanna be white, talking foolishness. You talking about me? Lynx dog, are you talking about me? Overweight, that's me. Big mouth, sure. Blonde, yeah. Want to be white? No, that's not me. I ain't never wanted to be white. So you must not be talking about me. Because I don't know what the fuck I don't know who you talking about. I ain't never wanted to be white. So, rereading the books over the summer. Maybe I'll reread the books. There's nothing about you a queen, probably single because of your disposition. Oh, really? Oh. Not Ebby said, clearly talking about his mama's. Harry Potter's coming on HBO. No, you good. I think Ebby done already got him out of here. I don't know. Ebby, did you block him? Did somebody block him? You know, I get trolls on the vertical side. On the vertical, but here's what's funny. You subscribe to my channel. You waited 5 minutes just to get blocked. That shit's funny to me. Abby got him. Abby blocked him, child. Yeah, Abby done blocked him. But with that being said, and y'all know we're going to do Bell Collective and Love and Marriage Huntsville. We'll get it out the way. They're starting the House of Hilton. They say it's usually, it is good. Mims did it. And he did it a while ago, maybe a couple of years ago, on his channel. He read through it. But anyway, y'all, let me get off of here. So I guess I'm going to watch this week's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all will get all of the reviews at some point. At some point, y'all will get all the reviews. Oh, Philly John. I'm sorry, baby. Hold on. Let me give you the information on the cruise. My bad, boo. Thank you for your patience, because I really was about to forget. I did update the flyer, but I forgot to load it up. So, Philly John, you need that phone number, the 800 number, 1-800-465-3595. And you need that group number, 9923946. I do not know what the current price is. Remember, those rooms, those prices were only good until March the 16th. I don't think the prices have gone up significantly, if they've gone up at all. They might have gone down. But if you want to talk, they're not open on Sunday. The groups department is not open on Sunday, but you could call on Monday. You call that number, you tell them, you hit option number 5. You tell them that you want to try Bolt 2.0 and ask them what the current prices are, and then you can go from there. All right, Cheryl. See you tomorrow, boo. And I hope that means you gonna get on the ship with us. Hey. I was talking to to Sweet Pea and her sister today. They going on a cruise. They said Tracy. Sweet Pea said, thank you, T. Thank you, boo. Sweet Pea said she can't wait to meet you and get drunk with you, Tracy. She said, I can't wait to meet Tracy and get drunk with her. I said, well, she gonna get you drunk. So I'm glad you ready to meet her, because you're gonna get drunk. This is royal. Yeah. The cruise in February is royal. The Tri-Bowl is royal. Uh-huh. John, Jonathan might be on the ship with us. Oh, shucks. That's going to be a good time. Mm-hmm. Really, my mama walked in when you were reading that troll's comments, and she was ready to go off. Tell mama it's okay. Tell mama it's okay. We good. Y'all know that shit don't bother me. Tell mama I say hi. Yeah, the cruise in February is royal. The cruise in August to Alaska is Carnival. Mm-hmm. So Jonathan, go on and get you to book that room now. Go on and get on that ship with us. All right, y'all, let me get off of here. It's 10 o'clock. I didn't know it was that late. Yeah, because I got to get up in the morning. I will talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all love and support. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the new membership. Thank you for y'all support. Thank you to my mods for getting them trolls up out of here. Thank you, Busy. Thank you, T. All Me, for the super chats. Thank you, Brandon, for becoming a member. And with that, y'all, I'm out. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.